we're here with the last 5-minute Latin, and there's so much that we haven't talked about because Latin's a language and has a lot of things to it. But again, this was just to let people see what the pieces were in a big overview way. And I really invite you to join me on my streams on Twitch, twitch.tv/IIMD, Interceptor's my dog, prods, and just come hang out when I'm streaming Latin, which will be sometimes. I don't know when. I'll work out my summer schedule and then the fall schedule after that. I was going to talk about supines, decided not that important. So we're going to end instead on gerunds and gerundives. A lot of students struggle with these. I don't know why. They are way less complicated than people think they are. But gerunds are verbal nouns. So again, they are formed from verbs, but they act like nouns. And they actually end up looking like a noun form of the future active the future passive participle. And they're a noun form of verb. So I like reading. Like the activity of reading. I have a love for reading. That's a gerund. That is a good table for sitting at. That is a good car for driving. I do this for the sake of learning. Just any of those. And definitely you'll see that purpose a lot. The difference between gerunds or gerundives, English only has gerunds. Latin also has gerundives, which have the same basic form as gerunds, but they have all the adjectival endings, because gerundives are like adjectives. So they modify the noun they're going with in gender, number, and case. But we translate them just like gerunds, because we only have gerunds. So if I want to say we learn by reading books, I'm just taking this example from real life. We learn by reading books. Books is the objects of the gerund reading. In Latin, you could make that into a gerundive, and you likely would, because you can. So we learn by book reading. That's how I like doing it, just kind of hyphening. We learn by book reading, by reading books. And it's really not as complicated as anybody else makes it. You'll see them, but not as much as the other stuff. So go back, learn the other stuff first. Just start with verbs and nouns. Start with verbs and nouns, then do adjectives and adverbs. Then really focus on the subjunctive uses and those independent clauses and dependent clauses. Again, I'll start working through I have already started working through the Aeneid, so I'm going to keep working through the Aeneid, and I will start breaking down the grammar a lot more as I do it. So we might not get through very much each time, but if anybody wants to come join me or watch the recap videos at your leisure, we will hopefully be learning a lot of Latin through that. And again, this is just so people have an idea of what they're jumping into. I can kind of see, oh, okay, what is this? Obviously, leave any comments. I'm happy to answer your questions or come by any stream, even if I'm not streaming Latin. Just come by and I'll be happy to answer some Latin questions because I need to. I like Latin and I don't want to forget it. So, have a lovely night, everybody. Take care. Interceptor out.